such a pleasure to have this crew with us and these artists with us today, because this is what it's all about. And St. Louis has such a great art-loving community, and we just want to play a little bit of that piece of the puzzle that we can. Kentucky-based artist Jeremy Booth is known for his bold reinterpretations of the American West, originally emerging through digital illustration and NFT culture while transitioning into traditional painting. He's developed a distinct approach defined by sharp contrast, saturated color, and distilled compositions. His latest solo exhibition, which you're sitting in now, Tough Luck, expands on his vision through a new body of paintings that balances Western iconography and contemporary image making. Katie Cook is a St. Louis-based painter currently, until she makes her little move to New York this summer, exploring themes of girlhood and performance and presentation through imagery rooted in her upbringing in the American South. Katie's a recent MFA graduate from Washington University in St. Louis, and she combines theatrical staging, symbolic imagery, and sharply composed scenes that examine ideas surrounding identity, pageantry, and social expectation. In her exhibition for Sport, she presents a new body of paintings that considers the idea of performance not only as spectacle, but as a learned expectation through the language of theater, the hunt, and vulnerability. Pirovino is a contemporary art collector, curator, appraiser, and chief curator of Attribute, where he works closely with artists across contemporary and emerging spaces. He's widely recognized for assembling one of the most prominent collections of works and objects by KAWS, if you're aware of the artist. He's been featured in publications and art platforms including Heritage Auctions, Observer, Artsy, Intelligent Collector, and for his role in shaping conversations around culture and contemporary art markets. And through his curatorial projects, advocacy for artists, he's become a notable voice connecting artists, collectors, and broader cultural audiences.
There's a difference between a content creator and an artist, I guess. Absolutely. And not that you can't be an authentic content creator, but I think and we have to play that role too as artists, but there is a level, I don't know, there's like a fine line, I think, of like, we still have to play that role, but not to the extreme to where we're trying to chase virality, I guess. And still, while also still being authentic to who we are.
Had a lot of success, but also like struggle on social media promoting my own work, and that kind of playing that line between not wanting to come off as an influencer, especially like given that I often like fit the mold of what is successful in the influencer sphere today. I really think it's like a lot of nurturing and just being in the right environments, allowing yourself to maintain that kind of like childhood whimsy into your adulthood and believe that you can be.
Art is not a short-term game. It's potentially decades long in the making. So if you're, as a collector, if you want to get serious with an artist, you really want to get a sense of their commitment and their dedication. When you talk about an artist's process and like the images that they produce, it's actually a vocabulary. So it takes a while for this vocabulary to be articulated, to be formed, and it's different for every artist. And it's important to develop your own vocabulary.